Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning. It is Friday, April 20th, 2018. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Yesterday about noon, West Street was closed in front of the Loews Hotel while Annapolis, Anne Arundel, and the Naval Academy fire departments responded to a fire up on the 4th floor. When crews arrived, they found heavy smoke and fire on the 4th floor. They did say it was a fire within the walls. They made an aggressive attack, put out the fire in about 20 minutes. Building inspectors were called in to make sure the building was safe. Everybody was evacuated and ultimately returned. There were no injuries, and that's a good ending to a story that could have ended really poorly. In another story that has a good ending, Anne Arundel Medical Center is going to move forward with plans to build a new $25 million, 56,000 square foot psychiatric hospital. There was an in-favor vote from the Maryland Healthcare Commission yesterday. The hospital filed their certificate of need back in March of 2016, and they want to build a 16-bed mental health treatment center. The plans do call for a 4-story freestanding facility on Riva Road right near their Pathways substance abuse treatment facility, and it's going to take about 2 years to complete. Victoria Bayless, who's the CEO of Anne Arundel Medical Center, said mental health services represent the single largest healthcare need in the local community. And she said, "We transfer out about 1,200 patients a year from our emergency department for mental health, and they end up having to go to places like Shepherd Pratt. It's important for us to be able to provide this service closer to home." Absolutely. And there is a way that you can support that with the Denims and Diamond Bash. The bash itself is sold out, but there is a raffle, and you can go to denimsanddiamonds.org and buy a raffle ticket. There's only going to be 100 sold, and it's some really sweet jewelry from Cezanne Jewelers. And some of those details are in the sponsorship spot that we have coming up a little bit later. An enterprising 15-year-old from St. Mary's County at Great Mills High School has been charged with possession of marijuana, distribution on school property, reckless endangerment, and disruption of school activities after she sold marijuana brownies to, quote, numerous students, which resulted in 2 having been taken to the hospital when they became ill from eating the brownie that contained THC. And if you needed another reason to love Richard Branson, Virgin Holidays is pledging $300,000 to help move 7 dolphins from the National Aquarium in Baltimore to a seaside sanctuary. Now, the aquarium is slowly phasing out their dolphin display, and they're still deciding where to retire its dolphins, although the site selection really is kind of focused on Florida at this point. According to Virgin Holidays, that company is focused on developing alternative forms of tourism that might highlight marine mammal welfare instead of theatrical shows. Aquarium CEO John Racanelli says Virgin Holidays shares the aquarium's drive to reimagine how humans interact with animals. The aquarium's in the middle of a 3-year program to teach its dolphins new behaviors to prepare them for their new home. The program includes raising the water temperatures and allowing algae to grow in the dolphins' current indoor tanks. Good news all around for the Loews, for the hospital, and for the dolphins. Not so good news for the 15-year-old out of St. Mary's. That's about it for the news. Hang tight. We've got Sean ONeill with RBC Wealth Management, followed by George Young with DMV Weather. And because it is Friday, I have a long list of things that you may want to consider to do. It's a busy weekend. Hang on.
I'm Sean ONeill, your local RBC Wealth Management advisor. When you choose to work with me, you'll have access to a worldwide network of financial products and services only available from a leading global institution. RBC's international reputation for physical strength and stability, world-class capabilities, and corporate values is unique in the financial services industry. I also recognize the importance of reinvesting in the communities in which we live and work, and I'm committed to serving my clients by building long-term relationships based on trust, integrity, and confidence. I look forward to helping you with your wealth management needs. Call me, Sean ONeill, today at 410-573-6723 for a complimentary consultation.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. we've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, April 20th. A very chilly start to the day today with temps only in the upper 20s to low to mid 30s across Anne Arundel County. But the upside for the day is max sunshine and dry skies all day despite continued breezy conditions and high temps only 50 to 55. And while still cool, the Annapolis area will see a very nice weekend with highs in the upper 50s and maybe even lower 60s, along with much lighter winds, followed by a sunny start to the work week next week with highs 60 to 65. So plan on 4 straight days of sunny skies and dry conditions as you make your plans for today into early next week. Okay, that's it for today. Be sure to download our free weather app by searching the Apple App Store or Google Play Store for DC MDVA Weather. And also follow us on Facebook or Twitter or on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great weekend out there. And as always, remember one thing. Whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
Hi, this is Randy.
And Claudia Boldiga. Please join us and our presenting sponsor, RXNT, on Saturday, April 28th on AAMC's South Campus for Denim and Diamonds Bash. Proceeds will benefit mental health and addiction services in our community. Now more than ever, we need to focus on this critical need.
The bash sold out last year, so don't delay and join us for this fabulous night under the stars. Can't make the party? You can still help by purchasing a raffle ticket.
This year's raffle is a stunning 4-piece amethyst jewelry collection donated by Cezanne Jewelers, valued at $5,000. Only 100 tickets will be sold for the raffle, so don't miss out. For event or raffle tickets, go to AAMCdenimanddiamonds.org.
Thanks for your support of Anne Arundel Medical Center's efforts to improve the availability of mental health and addiction services throughout our community.
Remember, it's not just a party, it's a party with a purpose.
Need to make plans for the weekend? We got you covered. Here are our top picks. Be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net to sign up for the events newsletter with a listing of all the upcoming area events.
Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
All right, hold on to your hats, man. We have a loaded up weekend for you. It kicks off tonight over at K&B True Value Hardware. They're having one of their famous hardware happy hours where you can score all sorts of discounts for the night. And it is in recognition of Earth Day, which is this weekend. April 21st is Earth Day, and they are celebrating it all weekend long. Tomorrow, April 21st, it is the Cannabis Festival, the National Cannabis Festival at RFK Stadium in D.C. So if you ever had any questions about marijuana, medicinal or recreational, this will be the event for you. Gates open at 11 a.m. They'll have plenty of education pavilions. They'll have plenty of vendors. Smoking is not permitted at the venue, either cigarettes or cannabis. And the entertainment, they're going to have Cypress Hill, CI, the Backyard Band, Bo Young Prince. And it is a great festival. You'll have plenty of Maryland companies that will be there exhibiting and to answer all of your questions as the cannabis industry continues to grow here in Maryland. A little bit closer to home, this weekend it is the Spring Sailboat Show in Annapolis. And this is Friday through Sunday. Take up Ego Alley, Susan Campbell Park, not nearly as large as the Fall Boat Show, but still a lot of fun if you'd like to go. Tickets are still available. You can buy them at the gate. And these are more designed for sailors that are ready to get in the boat and sail this year. They will have plenty of pre-owned ones there as well, so go on down to City Dock and check that out. And if you want to listen to the Maryland Crabs podcast, we talked with Paul Jacobs from the boat shows, and that was a pretty good one. Check that out 2 episodes ago. Again, also tomorrow, the Boatyard Bar and Grill is having their 17th annual Opening Day Rockfish Tournament. Registration is closed, so if you're out there on the bay fishing, good luck. But the party goes on back at the Boatyard till 8 p.m. Always a good time out in the parking lot, live music, plenty to eat and drink. Can't think of a better place to do it. Historic Annapolis is presenting a community day at the Bryce House on Saturday as well. It'll feature Bob the Builder, and this event gets underway at 10 a.m. and goes till 3, and it's going to happen right there at the corner of East and Martin Street. St. John College's Mitchell Gallery is going on the road. Poetry and Pikas is going to be exhibiting at Hopkins Plaza, which is the little plaza right outside of the closed market house, from noon to 4 p.m., and that again is on Saturday. And that's Mitchell Gallery always has some very cool stuff, and it's a hidden gem here in Annapolis. Something new that I've never heard about. A pop-up festival is happening at Stan and Joe's, and this again is going to be happening on Saturday. And they're raising money for Warrior Music Foundation, which is an organization that teaches music to veterans as therapy for PTSD and other mental health issues. They're going to have outdoor music from noon to 8, including Deaf Scene, Doc Pine and the Respect He Deserves, Burlwood, Mr. VCR, Troll Tribe, Pony Bones, Run Come See. The after party is in the lounge from 8 p.m. till midnight, including a performance by Seville. You'll have some local vendors, a silent auction, a 50-50 raffle, and more. And oh yeah, the cost, this baby is free. Stan and Joe's right there at the parking lot in between Stan and Joe's and Art Farm. Looking forward into Sunday, Maryland Avenue and State Circle Association is having their annual Spring Festival. This gets underway at 10 a.m. and goes till 5. They shut down Maryland Avenue. Plenty of vendors out there. You're going to have food. You're going to have drink. And if you haven't been on Maryland Avenue, make sure you check it out. They got so many cool stores, from Old Fox Books with their coffee shop in it, to Annabeth's, to Galway Bay. Need a haircut? Go to Capistrano Barbershop. Lots of little galleries, lots of little fun stores. Really get out there, explore Maryland Avenue at the Spring Festival on Sunday from 10 to 5. I think there's one or two more things, but boy, that's enough for now. So let's just call it a weekend. Have a great one. Be safe, and we will see you on Monday.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.